What are some of the first things you think of when you hear the name South Korea? Inevitably, the cuisine will be top of the list. In this video, we're going to discover the greatest Korean dishes every foreigner should try. Without further ado, let's go. For our very first dish, I'm taking you guys through the streets of Gangnam, Seoul, and I'm gonna go show you guys Dakgabi. Let's go. This is Dakgabi, the ultimate Korean dish, served up in a cast iron pan and sizzling under fire right at your table. Dakgabi is a spicy chicken stir fry with an array of flavor. Diced marinated chicken bits cooked to tender perfection, loaded with vegetables like cabbage, along with a Korean specialty, tuck rice cake, all packaged together in a special spicy Korean sauce guaranteed to make your mouth water. It may not be the most talked about Korean dish amongst foreigners, but I'm here to tell you it is the ultimate Korean dish. For the next one, I'm taking you guys to Guanzhong Market. This place is so incredibly famous. There's always Netflix specials happening here and everything. There are hundreds and hundreds of food stalls here. Anything you want, you can find it here. Everything's so delicious. So I'm gonna go find a really delicious stall and show you guys some more Korean food. Dakgabi 주세요. Everyone is so jam-packed at this market, and this is how we eat, just like this, beside everybody. And we are literally like right in front of the counter where they serve the food, just like this. And just goes on and on and on. And this is what we got here. We got some classic Dakgabi. Dakgabi is an absolute classic in Korean cuisine. You'll find it absolutely everywhere. Rice cake, little chewy, some tomato sauce on it, something like tomato sauce, and then just enjoy it. Look how chewy that is. Absolutely amazing. Next up, we head to the traditional town of Andong to experience Bibimbap. We found an incredible traditional restaurant for the experience. Bibimbap is about as wholesome and comforting as one could ever expect from a dish. Let's take a look at what we got here. Overloaded with delicious braised chicken, glass noodles to perfect the texture, more steamed vegetables like cabbage, potatoes that will fall apart in your mouth, and not shying away from some dried chilies for some extra zing. All of this soaking in a mild soy base sauce to wrap it all up perfectly. One of the most important things that you can do in Korea, and it's a major cultural experience too, is going for Korean barbecue. So for the next one, I'm gonna go show you guys what it's like to have Korean barbecue. So welcome to Korean barbecue. First I'm going to show you guys the table. I'm going to show you what you do with that in a minute. There's some beautiful meat, the sauce, we have some wasabi, over here some side dishes and some more meat, and we put it on this hot plate here, and it goes up this ventilator here to take out all the smoke. So this is what we do. Take the tongs, put this baby on there, bam, just like that. You hear that sizzle? Beautiful. Let's get some of this on there too. Using my left hand, not great at it. Oh, there we go. As the meat sizzles to tender perfection, let me explain how we do this. Grab a piece of lettuce, as this will be your base. Doing. Next, we're going to roll the meat into an onion vinegar for some tanginess. Load it with chili sauce, which will provide it with the most flavor. Add some rice for filler and texture. And last, add whatever side dishes you want. In this case, cooked onions and chili paste, and throw it into the lettuce. The final result will look something like this. Finally, roll it all together, pick it up, and it's ready to go. Roll it like a sandwich. and enjoy. For our next stop, it's time to show you guys an absolute classic, an absolute staple of Korean cuisine. It's time to show you guys some bibimbap. So nowadays, this method is really common for ordering food in Korea. There will be a screen with all the food options sorted by type. Simply look through, select what you want, and a few minutes later, voila, there it is. In this case, we're going for the classic bibimbap. Bibimbap is a bowl of rice decorated with an assortment of fresh veggies, usually surrounding a raw egg, which will give it some nice texture. Typically, we will find soybean sprouts, mushrooms, spinach, and then top it all off with the classic gochujang chili paste. Dice all that together and enjoy the simple delights of Korean cuisine. Now for a quick bonus, gimbap. Gimbap shares nearly the exact same ingredients as bibimbap, but we wrap it all up in seaweed like a sushi roll. Personally, I prefer the compactness of kimbap, and it's easier to find meat options than bibimbap. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't mind giving me a thumbs up. Hopefully subscribe if you haven't already, and see you guys next time, wherever that will be.